All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Kashaquela coming to you with a super quick lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who reign millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. And today, this lesson is going to be about, man, if you haven't already, man, learn how to lean on the Lord. All right, because we're coming to the times where we ain't gonna have nothing else. We're not gonna have anything else. So without further ado, I'm gonna start in Philippians 4:10. And real talk, my point is in the 13th verse. It says, "But I rejoice in the Lord greatly, that now at the last your care of me hath flourished again, wherein ye were also careful, but ye lacked opportunity." Now he's speaking to the Philippians, of course, writing to the Philippians, and he's telling them about how careful they were towards him, even when they didn't really have it like that. Hence why it's saying lacked opportunity. So pretty much Philippians 4:10, Paul is pretty much saying it's the thought that counts. I know you still offered a helping hand, but it's the thought that counts. That's the reason why I appreciate y'all, because y'all thought about me and y'all cared for me. So verse 11, it says, "Now, Salakia, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned, in whatsoever state I am in, Salakia, whatever state I am, therewith to be content." Okay? So again, he said, I'm not speaking about I want this, I want that. Okay? He says he's learned, so he's experienced, he's been through certain things. A learned man will go through certain things. Matter of fact, Salakia, bear with me 1 second. Matter of fact, no, I know exactly what the scripture is. We'll get, because we're going to see what a learned man is. Oops, Salakia. All right. Bear with me 1 second. All right. So this is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 34 in verse 9. It says, "A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. He that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence." Okay? Verse 11, "When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express." All right? I'll keep reading. "I was oft," because this applies to Paul's walk. It says, "I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things." It says, "The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth him." See, that's a spirit that goes along with this lesson, because we're getting into times where we can only lean on the Lord. And it says, "The ones who fear the Lord shall live," meaning you're leaning on the Lord. You believe that he is. If you fear something, you believe it exists. If you don't fear something, you don't believe it exists. To prove that point, let me just go ahead and get Psalm. I want to say the chapter 36. Psalm 36 and 1. It says, "To the chief magician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes." So they don't believe there's a higher power, so they don't fear a higher power. Okay? So going back to Sirach 34 and 13, it says, "The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live." Okay? All right? And if you're fearing the Lord, you're staying upon him. The word stay means to lean upon. It says, "For their hope is in him that saveth him." Okay? That means you're leaning on the Lord. But going back to the reason why I brought this out, it says, "A traveled man, he knoweth many things." Okay? It's the same thing Paul is saying right here. "For I have learned." All right? Because Paul was literally a traveling man. He had a lot of missionaries, quote unquote missionaries. He was on the move a lot. Okay? People were trying to kill him. He was trying to go preach the word from place to place, because we understand going to Galatians, the 2nd chapter, verse 6, and I'm going to read it quickly. It says, but of these who seem to be somewhat, whatsoever they were, and make no matter a matter to me. The Most High accepteth no man's person, for they seem to be somewhat in conference, added nothing to me, but contrariwise, when they saw that the gospel of the uncircumcision was committed unto me, as the gospel of the circumcision was unto Peter. For he that wrought effectually in Peter to the apostleship of the circumcision, the same was mighty in me toward the Gentiles. So we understood that he went out to go preach and teach to the ones who didn't know they were Israelites. Okay? So he had to travel to do so because what? The Israelites were scattered, all right, and became Gentiles, all right? It says, in whatsoever state I'm in, therewith to be content. Now let's get the word content. In the Greek, it's let me let Esau say it.
Strong's G 842. Austautikes. Austautikes.
Austautikes, and it means sufficient for oneself, strong enough or possessing enough to need no aid or support. That's right. And Paul's just not talking about himself being, he's saying that I'm getting this contentment or this content feeling from a certain source, okay? To allow him to say that he's content, okay? So going on to say, it says, I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere in all things I am instructed, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. So pretty much what he's saying here, I know how to have a balance. Just a synopsis of that particular verse. Now here's the point. He says, I can do all things through Yahushua HaMashiach, which strengthened me. He leaned on the Lord. All right? He put all his trust in the Lord. Everything he went through, he thought about the Lord. He prayed to the Lord. And there is why he can say he's content. It's because the Lord strengthens him. Okay? The Lord strengthened him. I'm going to go down a little more. Okay? Because he even tells the Philippians that the Most High will have y'all good. So Philippians 4:19, it says, but my power shall supply all your need according to his riches and glory by Yahushua HaMashiach. So just lean upon the Lord and he'll supply everything that you need. We're in the times, and we're entering into the times where we're especially going to have to lean on the Lord and nobody else, man. If you are leaning on anybody else, you're just going to get smoked. As simple as that. I want to say it's Isaiah 10. Yep. This is Isaiah 10:20. It shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are escaped out of the house of Jacob. When you go into that word escape, it means to be delivered. It says, shall no more again stay. Going into that word stay means to what? To lean upon. Stay upon him that smote them. Who smote us? The Edomites. So we're not going to stay upon Egypt anymore. We're not going to have to go to him for the want of all things anymore. All right? It says, but shall stay or lean upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Simple as that. All right? So we're coming into a times where we're going to have to stay upon the Lord. You might as well practice that right now. Okay? And I'm going to read this verse one more time because it was heavy. It says, the spirit of Sirach 34:13, the spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. And one more time, man. Philippians 4:13. Okay? I can do all things through Yahushua HaMashiach, which strengthened me. All right? So stay up on the Lord, man. And don't worry about anything else, because he's going to get you through, and he's going to supply all your needs. So Lord willing, this lesson was encouraging. Okay? Encouraging and edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. Again, this is Brother Kasha Kwala from the GMS Atlanta Church. Until next time, I want to say Shalom.